what I'm thinking. You think it's hard to see behind my smile. I'll say whatever you want.
Hi guys, so good morning, welcome back to my magical world. I am Frostbite and currently it's 2:41 in the afternoon and today is May 11, 2023 and it's Thursday. So we're going to continue reading. This is like the new this is chapter 3. So wait lang guys. Okay, so this is chapter 3, enjoyment and the quality of life. So we have subtitles here. We have 3 subtopics: pleasure and enjoyment, the elements of enjoyment, and the autotelic experience. So we're going to further discuss that on the upcoming days, but for now we are on pages 43 and 44. So let's continue. So there are 2 main strategies we can adopt to improve the quality of life. The first is to try making external conditions match our goals. The second is to change how we experience external conditions to make them fit our goals better. For instance, feeling secure is an important component of happiness. The sense of security can be improved by buying a gun, installing strong locks on the front door, moving to a safer neighborhood, exerting political pressure on City Hall for more police protection, or helping the community to become more conscious of the importance of civil order. All these different responses are aimed at bringing conditions in the environment more in line with our goals. So to think about it, no matter how we are so disgusted by the government that we are in, like anywhere, guys, anywhere in this world, we are kind of like obligated to follow rules because it is just there to make things organized and to protect the citizen somehow, somewhere. So the other method by which we can feel more secure involves modifying what we mean by security. If one does not expect perfect safety, recognizes that risks are inevitable, and succeeds in enjoying a less than ideally predictable world, the threat of insecurity will not have as great a chance of marrying happiness. Neither of these strategies is effective when used alone. Changing external conditions might seem to work at first, but if a person is not in control of his consciousness, the old fears or desires will soon return, reviving previous anxieties. One cannot create a complete sense of inner security even by buying one's own Caribbean island and surrounding it with armed bodyguards and attack dogs. The myth of King Midas well illustrates the point that controlling external conditions does not necessarily improve existence. Like most people, King Midas supposed that if he were to become immensely rich, his happiness would be assured, so he made a pact with the gods, who after much haggling granted his wish that everything he touched would turn into gold. King Midas thought he had made an absolutely first-rate deal. Nothing was to prevent him now from becoming the richest and therefore the happiest man in the world. But we know how the story ends. Midas soon came to regret his bargain because the food in his mouth and the wine on his palate turned to gold before he could swallow them, and he died surrounded by golden plates and golden cups. The old fable continues to echo down the centuries. The waiting rooms of psychiatrists are filled with rich and successful patients who in their 40s or 50s suddenly make up to the fact that a plush suburban home, expensive cars, and even an Ivy League education are not enough to bring peace of mind. So, no matter, this is like the material possessions that we have here, and this, no matter how you think, whether it's a necessity, it's a luxury, it's your wants. Sometimes it's just not enough to make you happy. Okay, and bring you peace. So, but it will bring me peace. Me? Yet, people keep hoping that changing the external conditions of their lives will provide a solution. If only they could earn more money, be in a better physical shape, or have a more understanding partner, they would really have it made. Even though we recognize that material success may not bring happiness, we engage in an endless struggle to reach external goals, expecting that they will improve life. Wealth, status, and power have become, in our culture, all too powerful symbols of happiness. For most of us, including myself. When we see people who are rich, famous, or good looking, we tend to assume that their lives are rewarding, even though all the evidence might point to their being miserable. And we assume that if only we could acquire some of those same symbols, we would be much happier. So, this is where you always keep hearing the words, sana all, di ba? So, humans are tend to like want things more and more. I like after hitting that thing, it's just the human nature to desire one thing after another. So, you gotta really figure out how to find balance and peace on what is presented to you. Like here now, example, you are watching me. You gotta be grateful because you guys have like Wi-Fi and all of that. Wait lang. So if we do actually succeed in becoming richer or more powerful, we believe, at least for a time, that life as a whole has improved. But symbols can be deceptive. They have a tendency to distract from the reality they are supposed to represent. And the reality is that the quality of life does not depend directly on what others think of us or on what we own. The bottom line is rather how we feel about ourselves and about what happens to us. To improve life, one must improve the quality of experience. This is not to say that money, physical fitness, or fame are irrelevant to happiness. They can be genuine blessings, but only if they help to make us feel better. Otherwise, they are at best neutral, at worst obstacles to a rewarding life. Research on happiness and life satisfaction suggests that in general there is a mild correlation between health and well-being. People in economically more affluent countries, including the United States, tend to rate themselves on being on the whole more happy than people in less affluent countries. So we're done, guys, for today. Again, we're still finishing the book Flow by Mihaly. Mahaba, guys. He's a Russian. He's a Russian, guys.
You walk in my heart if you want to.